Hi everyone, welcome back to Dalren Models. This is the inbox review for the Tamiya Respol Honda RC211V, the Valencia edition from 2003. So this is going to be my next build, although the kit is out of production and they're starting to get a bit rare. This is what I'm going to be building, so I'm sure there's a few people that will still be interested in it. So I've got the paint set from Zero Paints, which are in the cupboard, and as you can see there's various accessories that I'm going to be using. So I've got some hex nuts, air valves, caliper spacers, I've got the Tamiya's fork set and a Top Studio clutch set. You can see in the Tamiya set what the clutch looks like just there compared to what gets built up in this, so should have a lot more detail. And then I've got a Scale Motorsport photo weight set, and the last thing I've got is a chain set, which has lots of individual little rivets and, as you can see in there, individual links. I'll just show you the instructions for this. You can see how to make it up. So you basically have to put all of the rivets in and then create all of the links, and then you tie it all together, hammer it down to close up the pins, and then you've got a working chain. So hopefully I'll be able to show you that on one of the video builds and show you how to make one up. They're quite fiddly and time consuming, but ultimately worth the effort that they take. So onto the kit. So usual Tamiya offering, nicely moulded rubber tyres. With all the bike kits you get a spring for the rear suspension, although it doesn't move because it's all fixed in place, it's just for show. And there's the kit clutch, which looks very much the same as the one in the detail set, so I'm not sure why they've given you the extra. A bag of screws and a screwdriver and a hollow bit of tubing just in there, which we'll find out what that's for later. Right, first up we've got the frame and rear swing arm and a couple of other bits that make up the frame. Looks like the air intake bits for the engine, all there in a nice chrome sprue, which will probably get stripped and repainted, as I always do. Fuel tank, which for once I'm happy to say is moulded in one piece, because a lot of their bikes are a two-piece mould and you get this massive seam line down here that is a pain to get rid of. And although this has got a bit of a, if you can see it, a flash line down the middle, nowhere near as bad as it is when you're trying to glue the two halves together and sand it. So then you've got exhaust and fairing and the belly pan. Nothing untoward there. Next sprue you've got your wheels, seat, various other bits and pieces, rear disc, that's the kit chain which we'll be getting rid of, brakes, forks which obviously aren't going to get used, and a few other bits and pieces. That looks like part of the rear stand along with these for the paddock stand. And then we've got another sprue which has a few more fairing panels, so it looks like we've actually got two fairing panels, which I need to work out what that's for. I'm assuming it's for a different option model. And then the last sprue that we've got is the grey one, which has, again, there's different exhaust there and all the engine bits and radiator and everything, handlebars, all the rest of it. Nothing untoward in any of that. windscreen, which is crystal clear, and some tyre decals, which, because it's an old kit, look like they've seen better days, so I'm not sure how well they will work. And then there's the front nose section, which again, a little bit of flash on there, but nothing too bad, nothing that's going to be a problem to sort out. And then the decal sheet, and I'm hoping, even though it's an old kit, that these are going to be okay. You've got a couple of masking templates there, but these are cartograph decals, so they should be better than the normal Tamiya offerings that you get. And then you've got the instruction sheet, so we'll run through this quick. As with all their bikes, or certainly the ones that I've seen, it starts off with the engine and then moves on to the rear wheel, frame, swing arm, and then the front forks, exhaust, and then starting to piece it all together. And then you've got the handlebar assembly up there, various hoses, and then you're onto the side cowl in the front nose section, and then you've got your belly pan. So I can't actually see anything for saying about different versions in here, but all I can assume is that it's for the other 2003 versions of the RC211V. We will find out when we come to build it what's spare and what's not. Obviously it shows you all the decal allocation positions on that, so hopefully we'll get to show you some of that as we're building it. So that's what's in the box. So my next video will be starting the assembly of it. So hope you enjoyed watching and look forward to seeing you on the next one.